Okay.
And since then, yes. And since then, we have been enjoying the basketball.
Okay.
And I told the people that presented it to us that we are going to ensure that we maintain it.
Okay.
So we are doing that.
Awesome.
Yes. So you won't regret coming to renovate it for us.
Yeah, no problem. That's good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for our president, right? She'll be here shortly.
No, she's not going to be joining.
Oh, she's not?
No, she said she wouldn't be available. So it's just us.
I thought so.
Yes, I have with me here the special assistant to the principal, Mr. Okewale Sam. He has been in the school for a very long time. So in case there are areas where I cannot give him a vivid explanation, it will be useful to us.
Okay.
Is that Mr. Sam that they call Small Sam or something?
Yes, Sam.
Okay, yes, I've heard about you. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, sir.
So,
Mike, should I go into the question? Okay, so here's what the president of our association sent last night. I guess she had discussed this with you, Dr. Famuyibo, but previously.
Yes.
The main goal of this short interview is just to help people understand the situation in respect of the lack of power supply in the hallways, outside the classrooms, in the streets, the dining hall, and the hostels, and what the impact on the student body, on their safety, learning, and even comfort when they go to sleep at night in the hot rooms. And then what will be the impact of this project on the schools, costs, and budgets, and then any other issues or clarifications which you would like to make, because we are thinking maybe we'll make a short recording of this to share with our members to let them appreciate the importance of this project also.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good one. So please go ahead.
So that's the question. So we want you to just help us to understand the impact of this streetlight project if we do it, how it's going to help the students, and what the situation is with for instance, the street lights. Are they working? Do they have lights in the dining hall, in the hostels? How stable or unstable is the power supply and things like that? Just for you to go over it so that people understand how important the project is.
Okay. Thank you very much. I want to start with the classroom area. Last year, college budget, the government provided light into the classrooms, as well as the admin office and the staff room. But presently, we have no light, solar light, not electricity. Of course, the electricity is epileptic. So we cannot be talking about that one because they can take it for one day, they can take it off for 2 days or 3 days, as the case may be. At times, we can have it for six hours non-stop. At times, we have it at night when we are sleeping, but during the day when we need it, we can get it. So we can't really rely on NEPA or PHCN, as we call it now, electricity. So in the laboratories, we have no light. In the laboratory and as well as the other offices, apart from the staff room, we have one big staff room. But all other adjoining staff rooms, there are no electricity there. Then on the walkway and the streets within the academic environment, no light at all. No light, whether electricity or solar. Now to the dining. In the dining hall, for this year's budget, which we are about to implement, government has approved solar light, upgrading of a solar light from 5 kVA to 15 kVA for us. And within the next 1 month, by God's grace, they will start doing that. That is for the dining. But the dining is always very hot because there are no fans there. So that's another area that will make the children, to be very comfortable, because the ladies, the girls, have their night prep in the dining. When I came into the school, I discovered that all of them are reading together at night within the school environment in order to prevent students from misbehaving. particularly morally, I decided that the senior ones from GS3, SS1, SS2, and SS3 guests should be reading in the dining hall at night while there are teachers there to supervise them. And in fact, that is one of the major reasons why we need to upgrade it. But thanks be to God that that has been approved for us by the government. But there are no fans.
With the approval, will that work with the fans, or there are no fans in place, or what's the issue with the fans and the dining room?
The approval does not capture the fans.
The approval does not capture the fans.
Okay.
It's just the upgrading of the solar light.
So if fans are installed, would the capacity of the solar carry the fans?
Yes, we made provision. Yes, we have made provision for the upgrading will take care of the fans to be provided. So if by venture we are including 20 or 30 fans, the upgrading will take care of them.
Okay, so the power will be enough. It will be sufficient to hold those fans as well.
Yes, it will be.
Okay.
That is for the dining.
That's for the dining.
Now, apart from that, the dining...
Sorry, before we go on there, I just want to properly understand the issue of the dining. So there are no fans there, or there's no, or there's no capacity?
Few. How many fans do we have there?
Okay.
I think we have like 10.
We have like 10 there, but it's not sufficient.
Okay. About how many more are needed?
Between 15 and 20.
Between 15 and 20. Between 15 and 20 will be okay.
Okay. Sounds
more. That is that. Now, to the hostel. The hostel area is in total darkness. I mean the street light to the hostel, total darkness. I learned that 2 years or 3 years ago, Rural Electrification Agency came to provide street light, but they are no longer functioning. The poles are there. The standalone solar light, which they provided, 20, but they are no longer functioning. But the poles are there.
Those lights, did they set them up with batteries?
No, they are solar.
They are solar.
They are solar. They come up in the evening. They are automated.
They are automated.
For them to come up at night, there must be battery backup.
They said they don't use battery.
I think it's just
really?
solar panel.
Okay, so maybe each of the units has their own battery
attached to it.
Yes.
Okay.
So what's the reason why within 2 years the system has collapsed? Is it that they installed poor quality solar lights, or what exactly happened with that?
I can't answer that question, but I think Sam should be able to answer because I'm less than 1 year.
Yeah, well, okay. I want to believe it's the quality of the solars they installed, because they only worked within 1 year, just a period of 1 year, and they stopped working. And since then, we have not seen any probably staff from the agency to come for renovation or to probably service them. We have not seen anybody.
So can I comment on that one? I think what they got were those singular units, like the ones we use for gardens here that you can put outside, where within it already has some form of storage. So once that storage is done, that's it. So they are just like for a short period of time, those kind of units. That was why I was asking if the solar system that they had installed for the streetlights had battery backup. So the solution would not be the small batteries you have on each of the units, because those won't last for too long.
Sorry, can you come again?
Please.
A call came in.
Sorry, a call came in. That's why. Sorry about that.
I'm saying that the type they installed that has its battery within the solar unit itself is a very small battery. And those kind of units are not meant to last for a very long time.
Okay.
Yes. So that's what must have happened there. So when this kind of thing happens, it's almost like once it's done, you have to pull it out and
Okay.
Unless if it has
can
a
I just
small
ask
battery inside that
sorry,
you can
go ahead,
change.
finish, man.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike, and finish.
I think I'm done, really.
Okay. So, Small Sam, please, can you help us take some pictures of the street lights and the poles in the hostel area, just so that we can see what it looks like, and to see if we're able to reuse some of this in addition to our own plans.
Okay. Noted.
And then you can hand it to the principal to send to me.
Okay, no problem, sir.
All right, sir.
Yes, sir.
In terms of expenses, what does it look like right now for you to keep power, and how much power do they really have on a consecutive, on a day, in a typical day?
Yes, it's difficult to answer that question because it depends on NEPA. NEPA is erratic and they can come and give us light for 5 minutes and take it away for the next day or until the next day. So they do whatever they like. So we cannot really say specifically that this is what it looks like. However, the school has a big generator. We have 2 or 3 generators, I think. Two big generators.
350 kVA.
350 kVA and 400 kVA. And that is what we have been using to power light at night when there are no electricity from NEPA. And it's too expensive these days because of the cost of fueling. That is the diesel and petrol. We have some small ones that when we cannot, when we're in shortage of diesel, we use petrol to power some of them, particularly at night, to pump water for the children, and the afternoon to pump water for them. So we can't say exactly the capacity of the light they used to give to us, but we spend about 1 million naira every week on diesel and petrol.
On diesel.
About 1 million naira every week.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Yes, it's a lot of money. This one is going for about 1,500 naira.
1,150 or 1,200 per liter now.
No, 1,500. It has come down. It's going up now. Even petrol now is about 800, 900 naira. That's the situation now.
We keep up with the situation in Nigeria, so we know how expensive things are.
So that is the problem we have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the hostel itself, the hostel proper.
Yeah.
Can I go on?
Yes, sir. Please go on.
Yes, for the hostel, our boys, particularly our boys, we used to provide light for them, particularly when there are no NEPA. What we do is, in the morning hours, we ration it. We can give them light for 2 hours, then 1 hour in the evening for them to refresh, and then prep from 7 to 9:30, as the case may be, junior, senior. And then at 10, we off the generator.
The generator comes up in the evening after prep. No, the prep is classroom and dining.
Yes.
So after prep, between 9 and 10, we put on for them to settle down before light out. So 1 hour at night after prep.
Presently.
Present.
Because of the cost of things.
Yes. Then 2 hours in the morning.
We have to ration it.
2 hours,
2 hours in the morning, 1 hour in the afternoon, and then 1 hour in the evening.
Like 4 hours. 4 hours on a daily basis.
Yes. Except when we have functions in the school. Like we had our speech and prize giving day. We have to put on the generator and stand-up party and some other things like that when we have functions. The assembly in the morning when there are no lights, then we have to use generator.
Okay. Interesting.
So in the hostel, like I was saying, that is what we do. And other challenges that we have are the boys that are too rough in their play. They can go to the ceiling and tamper with cable and other things like that. Electrical fittings. Some of them will bend the fan and hang their clothes there when they wash them for it to dry quickly. So these are the things that we are facing. They can even go to the ceiling to go and cook with them.
That sounds like something Michael Miller would have done in this time.
Ibuku is talking about himself.
We used to cook rice with boiling rings.
We're really fighting war with them.
Very interesting.
Oh my.
Lord have mercy. Anyway, thanks for the overview. I don't know, Ibuku, do you think we have enough material?
So what we're doing is, like we're trying to raise some money for this project, but we're going to prioritize depending on how much money we raise. That's another thing where we're trying to understand what your situations. I think that hostel area with those street lights, that seems like an important area that we can impact. You know, if
very important, because at night after prep, they wait for themselves, boys and girls. They wait for themselves to see their friends, and around the clinic at night, you know. So it's war, battle.
Yeah. Even going back to our time, we used to call that place Sesame Street because people were notorious for.
What do you call it?
So we agree that would be a high priority area. Say it again.
What's the name of the street?
Of
the streets now? What do you call it?
Sesame Street.
Sesame Street.
It used to be a program on TV in those days.
It was a program on TV, but of course it has a meaning in students' language. But it was an educative program on television at that time that was very popular. You know, so we that was the name we gave it. But it would be great if we can have that whole stretch, you know, from the the nurses area,
from the
clinic, all the way to the dining hall and to the classroom, the streets. If we can get that area lighted up. And then whatever backup we're able to provide, either for the hostels or the classrooms, we'll also look at those, and then maybe the additional funds in the dining.
No, we don't have a problem with the classroom. It's the offices in the academic area as well as the laboratories.
Okay, offices and laboratories. Yeah, I think I noted that down. Okay.
So when you say you don't have problem with the classroom, does that mean that the classrooms have power at night?
Yes, we have NEPA. Apart from NEPA, we have just installed solar power lights in all the classrooms.
Okay.
Yes, with our budget of last year.
Okay.
2023 budget. Yes.
Okay. And that takes care of prep at night.
Yes.
Okay.
For the boys. You know, they said the girls are in the senior girls are in the dining, in the dining hall.
Yes, they're the dining hall, and we're also doing that this year.
What about the girls?
By God's grace, by this time next month, they must have started the work.
Okay.
For the dining.
What about the junior girls?
That is upgrading of the lights in the dining.
Okay.
So Michael is asking about the junior girls. Where do they do their?
Yeah, the junior girls are reading along with the boys in the separate classroom, their classes.
Okay.
At night. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
And they are protected because, like you said, for the senior ones, you have the teachers with them.
Yes, we have teachers on duty. We have teachers that are prep supervisors at night.
Okay.
For both the boys and the girls.
Okay.
And even those of them in the dining.
Okay.
We have prep supervisors. Yes.
Okay.
But you know the trick students can play. They may say they want to go to the toilet. And before you know it, teachers cannot follow them to the toilet now. So that's why I separated them.
Okay.
When I got to the school, they were reading together. Okay. And it was not even a war for them to accept. Arguments, even among the teachers, this, that. But I stood on my decision that no, we must separate them.
Okay. I would suggest a summary that will be punchy for us after we finish the discussion, where all the points will just be highlighted, and it would be nice for the summary to come from you, Dr. Famuyibo, so that it's in your voice, so that when we are relating to this, they are hearing it from you directly. You know, because
the summary of the summary of the whole thing is that I want to sincerely appreciate your effort in order to lighten up the school, particularly in those areas that I mentioned, because it's very germane. Without light in the system, the children may find it difficult to read at night. They might find it difficult to sleep at night in the hostel, because we need we need lights to power the fans, even though some of the fans are bad, like I told you. And the comfort of the children is number one priority to us. And since we cannot meet up, I will sincerely appreciate it if you can do that for us. Then the street light, again, is another good area that the college will appreciate you for. Because at night, after prep, some of them will wait on the way for themselves when they are going back to the hostel. The guests will leave the dining, the the dining hall during prep. I think 30 minutes or 15 minutes before the boys. But then they will wait for some of the boys. And since there are no street lights, it's a problem. And information reaching me shows that some of the boys goes to town at night. Yes, even after the prayer, after night prayer, night out, they will pass through. What's the name of that GS1 block? Macaulay Hall. The last one by the college perimeter fence. So some of them goes out through there. They scale the fence through that area. And so I strongly believe that if you can lighten up the streets, it will go a long way to curb them, because there will be no hiding place for them. So with this, the school tone will increase. So thank you for all your effort, as usual. Please don't relent on your efforts. I want to believe that God, in His infinite mercy, will reward you in million folds. So thank you very much.
Thank you too for honoring our call.
Thank you, Doctor, and thank you, Small Sam.
All right, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
All right.
So please don't hesitate to call us anytime, so that we're in the service together.
Yes, so
we are committed to the work.
Yes, so
yes.
When I visit, I will look for my
I want to say this again before we go. That your performance, that is the students' performance in the school, when compared with other colleges that I've served. At least I've served in the 7th school that I'm working. 7th. The performance of your group, that is the old students, is unparalleled when compared with others. Another school that is doing very well that I've served is Federal Government College, Odobolu. Yes, Odobolu is also doing well. So thank you very much. Yes, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, sir.
Thank you for the feedback.
Thank you very much.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
We love you. Thank you, sir.
Ibukun, you and I will just debrief now.
Okay.
All right.
All right, man.
We can leave.
All right, yes, we can leave now. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I want to be sure that I don't miss the recording, because I've not recorded before, though it's still recording, right?
Yeah,
do I have to do anything? If I hit stop
I don't think so. If you still wanted to, well, you can stop it now if you want. Okay, because so they are off now.
They're off. So if I stop the recording, will it automatically save to my computer, or do I have to do something?
I don't know.
That's the issue, So I've stopped the recording.
Okay.
Hopefully it's saving it somewhere I can find it. Anyway, it's quite a long video, so we have to find a way to make it interesting and caption. That was why
I think it's still recording on mic. It's on the showing me that it's still recording.
Okay.